Oh boy. So, how's everybody doing? I've been starting to hear back from some of you that have actually watched Bad Ben 12 Alien Agenda. And what is this? I got red dots on my face. It's the end for me. Ugh. So, anyway, thank you, Emma. A lot of you have already commented on Bad Ben 12. I'm talking 13. I don't want to give any spoilers yet because it's still early. A lot of people are watching this weekend, but a lot have already watched. I've set the studio up here a little different. I'll show you what we've got here. Well, that shouldn't be like that, but anyway, that's the wide angle view. This is the iPad that shows the outside of the house. I don't know why that. You know why that camera might be small? Is so you can see the anyway, the wide angle here. I don't know how I can fix that. Let me see if this will do it. There, that kind of fixes it. And now it puts it right back where it was. Wait, hang on a second. Maybe if I do this, I bet you that's going to mess up the other one now. No, that works. Anyway, this is the wide angle of the. Thank you, Felix. Felix, by the way, can I mention who? Let me put me back on this. Can I mention to the fans that are running who? Did I spell Noel wrong? I don't think I did. Anyway, can I mention to the people that are watching right now who you were in the film? I'll wait for your answer. But just to show you down here in the... No. Okay, I won't then. You can get Bad Ben TV on the Fire Stick in UK. Just search for Bad Ben TV. And, all right, Felix says yes. I'll tell you that in a second. So let me show this here. For those of you, this is Felix, and well, that's the name, screen name she uses. For those of you that have seen, hi, Danny. For those of you that have already seen Bad Ben 12, Felix, Kevin, and Noel are in the film. When you see the people looking up at the alien spaceship flying over, the first guy walking past the gas meter that looks up and says, "What the hell?" Oh, excuse me, I'm burping. What the hell is that? That was Kevin. And Felix was the nun who stopped to pray when she saw it flying over. And Noelle is her doggo on the leash. We always like to have doggos in the film. So anyway, but Craigie, yes, if you look up, just search for Bad Ben TV in the apps on the Amazon Fire Stick. I actually bought one just for this. You can just do the pay-per-view, which a couple people did. And honestly, guys, I'm telling you, to just purchase a film pay-per-view is $6 or $7. To subscribe is only $3, and to pay-per-view for $6.99, you get just that one film. And then it expires after a couple days. If you subscribe, the cost is only $3.99, and you get everything on the channel. You can watch all 12 films plus Access Paranormal. I'll be adding more stuff this week. I got to tell you, what you can't see over, hang on, let me go wide here. Over to the side there, you might hear a little noise down here. What that is over the side, the DVD maker, the Blu-ray maker is busy at work because I put more Blu-rays back up on the site. And anybody that ordered a Blu-ray, anybody that ordered I also put up a version of Bad Ben 12 as standalone in its own case. But there's also a version of Bad Ben 12 that is just the DVD with a new cover for those of you that ordered Bad Ben 11 before, and or ordered Bad Ben the box set that only had the 11 films in it. You can just buy that one DVD, and it comes with a new cover to replace your old cover. All that is going out tomorrow, okay? Most of it already went out, but I ran out of material, actually, and it all came in yesterday. Thank you, UPS. And that's going up. They'll all be going out tomorrow. And just to show you, this is outside right now, the Bad Ben residence. And as you can see, we're all set up for 4th of July. And it's sunny. And let me tell you something, folks. It is really, really humid out. Sable is extremely upset with her mother, Holly, because Sable loves to go on the back deck and lay out there, but we brought her inside because it's too hot. And that means because too humid too. And what that means is a guarantee that later this afternoon we're going to have some, they're saying, intense thunderstorms. But our house is on a generator. And the reason why I did that a couple years ago was so that in the event I'm burning Blu-rays or I'm editing or something, they're all plugged into a universal power supply also, and ups a battery backup. So if we did lose power comes back on in about 5 seconds. The ups keeps whatever's running from going offline. And the reason I do that is because we've got a lot of money invested in equipment, and I can't afford to have the computer wrecked because of a power outage. So is your address posted anywhere so I can send it to you? I can email it to you, or if you email me, I'll send it to you. And it's posted all over the place in Steelmanville Road. But anyway, a couple people now. If anybody's in here that has watched on Fire Stick, could you let me know? Hi, Carrie. Haven't seen you in a while. Did anybody already watch on Fire Stick? Because I want to ask you a question. I saw a bunch of purchases on Fire Stick, but 2 people emailed me that said they had a problem with the Fire Stick. And I just want to make sure it's working okay. But that's the only comments I heard. A couple people got a little frisky yesterday. Not frisky, but a little sassy yesterday. As you guys know, I originally launched this channel on Movie, and they were fucking terrible. Excuse my language. But Kristen, everything run okay? So, somebody just ordered the new Movie as a standalone. By the way, some of you helped out a couple weeks ago with a large donation, and you get, some of you, just make sure you're not eligible for a copy, all right? So it ran okay, great. Envy Prime is different. Does my face look bright red? Because it's not. That's the coloring of this thing. I look like I'm either sunburned or having a stroke. But don't worry, folks, I'm having neither. If you remember, I started the Bad Ben TV Roku channel on Movie, and they were a nightmare. And I wound up canceling them, and I signed with a different company that has made a fantastic channel. But it's going to be a few months until I can add people manually, because right now you can only purchase through, with your remote control, which is fine. But some of you that signed up for like annual subscriptions suddenly couldn't log in anymore. And most of everybody that did that resubscribed for a monthly. And once I am able to add you manually, we can cancel. Hi, Colin. We can cancel those monthly subscriptions, and I can restore your annual subscription, so you'll be able to watch and you won't have lost anything. Nobody complained about that except for one person yesterday, because also with that, they were able to watch on their PC. And I've had a couple people that have mentioned, oh, I want to watch on my PC. Well, that's not available right now, but it will be. This fall, you'll be able to watch Bad Ben TV on your desktop, laptop, and also mobile mobile devices, Apple first. Miss Pinkerton, thank you very much. Tracy just became an associate producer of Bad Ben 13, the Dracula situation. And she was the first person to do that. So what I'm doing slightly different in this movie is the people that donate are going to be in that order in the credits. So when it comes to associate producer, you're right up there. You'll be number one. So thank you again. I'll tell you right now that Bad Ben 12 wouldn't have been able to be made without the support from Tracy. So thank you, Miss Pinkerton. What else? Oh, the synopsis for Bad Ben 13. Now, I'm going to give you a little spoiler here. So if you haven't watched 12, hi, Mozella. You might not want to listen here for a minute. Mute or just don't leave, because I'll miss you. In the end of Bad Ben 12, see, Tracy, other people were thanking you also. Emma did. Miss Fernandez did. At the end of Bad Ben 12, you see Scott and I are sitting out in the woods, and we're talking about how we plan on making a fortune off the footage we have. And by the way, for those of you that have seen it, if you haven't seen it, again, you probably don't want to listen to this. But for those of you who have seen this, did you crack up at the alien birth? At Scott delivering the alien baby? We had so much fun shooting that. And I'll give you a little more trivia here in a minute. But at the end of that, we're sitting there talking about how valuable the footage is, and we're going to make a fortune, and what are we going to do? And then it talks about Scott getting married, and or Jackson getting married to Miss Jenna. And thank you, Joe. And by the way, here's a little trivia with that. You know how the aliens talk by clicking? That was me, by the way. If you watch closely or listen closely, when they say, like, the Ben accident was pretty. Hey, Deb. The Ben accident was pretty. Oh, yeah, the Ben accident. He did that again to me. He did that in 10. When she says, when the alien mother says, it's okay, you'll hear 2 clicks. And it's translated to it's okay. So anytime I had the aliens talking and it was translated, their clicks matched the number of syllables in their statement, their clicks. Like, for instance, if it was it's okay, that's 3 syllables. It's okay. You'll hear her go, it's okay. So that's how much detail I apply there. And something else about the end of the photo, when you see all the aliens congregating around the baby, looking up, arms around each other and everything, every one of those aliens was me. I just had to position myself right and then do Photoshop them all together. I and Jack's what I was saying at the end of the movie. Here's the spoiler. Thank you, Callum. Um, here's the spoiler. At the end of 12, when we're having this conversation, you see Scott. We talk about how he married Miss Jenna, which, by the way, or Jackson says that they actually are married. They got married in February, but it's not like they just met because they've been together 12 years, and they got married in February. So congratulations to him and his wife Lisa. And guess what this moron did? I didn't put her name in the credits. So anyway, I'm fixing that. So there'll be an update. The clones, the more Mitches. So anyway, I'll be fixing that in the credits. The more Mitches, that was a lot of fun to do too. We were actually scheduled to shoot that somewhere else. And the place, we go down there, we show up, and plumbers are inside with the floor cut open. So we couldn't use the place. We wound up coming back here and filming that whole scene in my garage. So, and we had Mitch stand along the wall and move down the wall. And then all we did was we cut all those segments together for the more Mitches. They're so much fun. What else was I going to tell you about this one? By the way, on the more Mitches. By the way, in the Bad Ben shop right now, there are DVDs or Blu-rays back up there. There's the entire set. There's people that just want to add the 12th film and already bought the set because you get a new cover for your case. And then there's the standalone Blu-ray. What else? Oh, also at the bottom of that page, you can become a producer. You can just donate towards 13 because we want to start 13 right away. And we have to start it right away if we want to do a Halloween release. It may be a little later, but I would like to do a Halloween release because a horror film that's not about Christmas that's released in Thanksgiving is always seemed kind of stupid to me. I'm trying to think if there's any. Oh, at the bottom of the shop page, badben.com/shop, you will see a link now that is to Amazon that allows you to purchase your own props from the film. So you're not actually buying the actual props we used, but you can go there and it's links to stuff like the ghost meter, the grimoire, the alien masks we use, the alien baby. There's also a couple of the masks from 10 and 11 in there. I was going to put the genie lamp, but that was another one of our favorite scenes. The genie. That was shot right in here, by the way. But you can buy them. And if you click on that link that takes you to Amazon, you tried that link and it didn't work? I'll have to check it out. Let me see here real quick. My computer's even freezing up. I know why this is happening. It's because the receivers. Let me just look real quick. I believe you, Tracy. I just want to see what it's saying. Show. Tracy, they both work here. I'll take a look at it. Oh, what happened? Oh, there I am. Hi, Tiffany. By the way, for those of you that watched Tiffany by using her real name, Tiffany Boots, was in Alien Agenda. She was the first person that came up in the car when we were going through banned passengers. And another little Easter egg, not Easter egg so much, but spoiler, was in the film. If you look closely as I'm flipping the pictures by in the car, you will see previous banned passengers, not the ones I stopped on like Tiffany to talk about, but previous banned passengers include. And somebody emailed me yesterday and said, and I was really impressed that they noticed this. They said, "Did I see Elon Musk up there?" Yeah, you did. For one brief second, Elon Musk is on the screen. Meredith or Meryl Streep is on there. The Backstreet Boys are on there. Kevin Spacey's on there. Rosie O'Donnell's on there. They're all up there just for a quick second as I'm and Holly has just, look at this fresh, sassy one right here. She just popped in the room. This is moving very. Oh, somebody just bought the. Mrs. Biggins Barnes is in the room now. Everyone, for those of you that are not on Facebook, you wouldn't know that. So I'm showing she is in trouble right now with Sable because it's so hot out on the back deck that Holly made her come in, and it's humid, which means thunderstorms. Somebody just bought the. Now I'm gonna. Hang on. Let me. I want to look at this order because you probably. Michelle Fernandez, you're in here, right? You already have the set of 11, correct? Because what you bought is the edition of 12 with the new cover. If you go to the shop, the Bad Ben shop at the bottom, you'll see the link. Now, it's not actually the props from the movie. What it is it's where we bought the props. So you're getting the same prop, but not the actual prop in the movie. Let me show you guys something too real quick. Hang on. By the way, do you mind if I eat a Guido? This is the Blu-ray collection. It's got all 12 of them in there. But one of the things I want you to see, let me switch this over here for a minute. One of the things I want you to see, oh shit, that sucks. Let me go back to close up. At the bottom here, we added Alien Agenda. So those of you that previously ordered the Blu-ray collection and now you're adding 12 to it, you will get, just be careful when you order because there's a standalone version for people that just want 12, and then there's a version for the adding the 12th DVD Blu-ray to your already 11 films, and that one comes with a new cover. So you just slip the old one out of your Blu-ray case and you slip the new one in, so it will now reflect them all. So, all right, good. Nice shirt, Mr. Bach. Look at this. She's being sassy even upstairs. Ugh, this one. I need to block her. No, I'm only kidding. But anyway, that's what's going on. The shop's going a little wild today because I added some stuff back there. People ordering. I already had Tracy Pinkerton says hello, by the way. Colin, that's already resolved. I got an email from her. She doesn't want Annabelle, so I'm sending you Annabelle. Tracy Pinkerton was the first person to sign up to be an associate producer on Bad Ben 13. And So she'll many thanks to her. And like I said, she went crazy supporting 12. So she's awesome. And there's also opportunities up there just to donate any amount. And then there's what else was there? Oh, there's chance to become an executive, well, a producer, because I'm the damn executive producer for all this suffering I put in there. There's also, and this isn't anywhere on the site, this was emailed to you. Thank you. Somebody just donated. I appreciate that. There's also we have an Amazon wish list for stuff we want. One of the things you're probably going to laugh here, but one of the things on that Amazon wish list is a coffin, a casket. Because the premise, by the way, I started to say this before, I get so sidetracked by everything going on. The premise, and this contains a little spoiler, because at the end of 12, you hear us talk about how Scott got married to Lisa and or to Miss Jenna, and I bought the house back on Steelmanville Road from Holly, by the way. And when I come in the house, I go, first thing I do is look around to see if anything's changed. And in the basement, I find a coffin. It's Dracula's coffin. And he's in there, and I tell him he needs to get the fuck out. But he basically says to me, hey, I got a lease. And I check with a lawyer, and a lawyer says, guy's got a lease. You can't throw him out. So thank you. People are donating. I appreciate you guys. 12 was like 100% fan finance film, because the even though we're generating income now, it takes 90 days for us to get paid through Amazon, for instance, but not for the app. Those of you that subscribe to the app on Roku or Fire, I get paid for that the following month. So that's coming up. But I also bought back the rights to the films, as you remember, back at the end of January, beginning of February, and to the tune of 40 grand and, well, 30 grand, but with legal fees, it was 40 grand. And that's what made us so poor. But you guys made it happen. Thank you, everybody that's donating. I appreciate that. I feel like I'm running a telethon here. But so I can't get rid of Dracula. And he is, now I haven't decided yet, because I haven't casted Dracula yet, but I haven't decided whether I'm going to get a hot Dracula, like a buff, handsome dude, kind of like Lionel, the vampire in Haunted Highway was, or if I'm going to get a fat, dumpy Dracula. You're welcome. You're welcome, Ms. Fernandez. And but I think we're going to go with a hot Dracula, so I can make fun and say he's the second best looking person in the room, or third best, second. Push Scott to third. So please don't mind. I apologize for chewing in your ear, but I'm hungry. Like I said in here, scene from Bay Band 12, I'm hungry. I wish I had some crackers. Did you like the genie scene? Let me tell you something. After, I'm sorry, I shouldn't talk with my mouth full. Tiffany, let me tell you the problem. I would love using Lionel. The problem is he lives in Brooklyn, and that's like 3 hours away. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I'm thinking that this Dracula is going to complain about Lionel being killed. And all ASMR. I'm going to sound like an old man here. What's ASMR? Because it's so funny. Tracy's laughing. Um, we are using more of actually the brand because we put them on our Amazon wish list. And if anybody wants that, email me. There's very inexpensive stuff on there, and of course, there's the coffin, which is $1,200. Now, a lot of you might think, first of all, if I call a funeral home and I ask them, do they have a coffin I can buy? First of all, they're going to put their markup in. They probably don't have a damaged one. They were able to return that to the company. And the third thing, they're going to probably call the police on me, think I'm a serial killer. So that coffin, though, it won't be used just once. That'll be used in upcoming productions beyond this, too. Autonomous sensory. Listen to this. Flashy's like all up in this, up on this. Videos with sounds that are pleasant for your ear. Well, there's also on Twitter, there's this, I follow this. I can't think of what the name they are. They just post these weird facts all the time. And one of them they talk about is that condition people have that can't stand the sound of people eating, or people that eat with their mouth full. Oh, have you ever seen that woman? She's got like, I don't know, she's got like an insane amount of YouTube followers because she just sits there and she brushes her hair. And there's another woman that does this, like to your face, and she talks like this and says, now relax. Can you feel this? It's a little bit like erotic weird. Like I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, if I had an underage kid right now, I would cut the internet off. Misophiliona? Oh no, that's something else. You guys both know it. Yeah, where they can't stay. And I used to have a friend who, and the reason why I say used to is because he's dead. He would chew with his mouth full. It was annoying as shit. I think you spelled it right. Oh, misophonia. So anyway, over there, if I go wide, you can see there are some t-shirts left, but they're mostly medium and large. I'll be doing a restock of them later in July, around the middle of the month. So that over on this side, the Blu-rays are burning. And this is what's going on outside right now. We got our flag out for the Independence Day weekend. And it's sunny out, but it's very humid. So we are going to get a whole bunch of thunderstorms most likely this afternoon. And but I haven't heard anybody say you were so confused how I watched the movie before release. How you feel? Oh my God. Let me tell you something. Scott could any day of the week drink me under the table. And that's mainly because those two, that premiere night and a couple nights earlier when we were here late making Blu-rays, we polished off a bottle I had sitting over there for years of Southern Comfort. And then I got a little bottle for premiere night, but ugh. Hi, Crystal. Nigel Bach here. Let me tell you, I hope Holly's not watching right now. Holly, let me know if you're watching, because I want to tell a story, but I don't want her to hear it. You can watch it on Roku. If you have a Roku device, not the Roku channel, but if you have a Roku TV or Roku device, or you have a Fire TV, you can watch it on Bad Ben TV. And if you don't have either one of them, you can order the DVD. But you can, if you subscribe to the Roku channel, um, you can. It's only like $4, $3.99, I think, and subscribe for a month and cancel if you hate me, but and cancel, and you can watch all 12 films plus Access Paranormal, which we'll be getting back to, by the way. This was a shirt I made briefly. It has the four, and this was, I asked Josh Robert Thompson, who again returned as the voice of the car, if I could steal from a design he made. Trina says, Nigel, my love, I missed you. Hello from Chicago. Well, Trina, I've been here. Where the hell you been? Trina with the fantastic hair, probably politically incorrect to even mention that, but why didn't Houston invite me to the HorrorCon? By the way, anybody that's diabetic, these things, and by the way, for those of you that didn't hear, my doctor took me off insulin because I lost weight. But these things here are fantastic for monitoring blood sugar. I have a patch over it, but it's a little, it's a Libre 2. It sticks in your arm, and it looks like it's a needle and everything. And by the way, I just ate a little, so let me see, though, what it shows. Look how good I am. 114, and that's off insulin now. So it just makes it so easy to keep. It just makes it so easy to keep track of your sugar, and you know how everything you eat affects it and all. So it's awesome. Also, something else I wanted to tell you. I don't have it down here. I had neuropathy in my feet, and somebody actually tried this with their mother and said gave her instant relief. I used to have, my feet used to feel dry all the time, but they weren't. And I mean, if you touch, I mean, touching feet gets a little weird, but if I was to touch my feet, they were not like hard, like, but they just felt that way. So, or they weren't cracking or anything. The skin wasn't breaking. So I used to have to put, you know what, the hell is it called? Aquaphor. It's used a lot for babies with diaper rash, but it's basically Vaseline. I used to have to rub that on my feet every day and then put on my socks. And the problem with that is it basically got in your socks, and actually some of my shoes, it worked its way through and stained them, but it was the only thing that would give me relief. And one day on Amazon, I saw this product and I thought, this is bullshit. And it's a eucalyptus, it's like a roll-on, and I've shown it on here before. I don't have the box down here because I just got a new one, but I took it upstairs. Put it on, first day, instant relief. And then I've been using it ever since. Haven't used that Aquaphor since, and it's incredible. If anybody has neuropathy, like they have tingling in their feet, email me, Nigel at Nigel Bach, and I will send you the link for this stuff because it's unbelievable. And I also, for those of you, if you have health insurance, recommend getting these things. You can't see this because it's covered, but it's the Libre 2. They make different brands too, but like I just showed you, you can read it with your phone. And if your sugar goes low or goes high, it will alert you, even when your phone's in sleep mode. And look at this, 30 people. Howdy, Becky. I don't know, because I was told, Trina, what you just mentioned there, I was told that that's also what I had, but it worked for me. Yeah, thank you, Miss Fernandez. Hello, Alice. Tiffany, I'll send you this if I had it down here, I'd show it right now. But actually, let me look it up because this is good information for everybody to know. If you'll bear with me for a second, I'll show you what it is. I ordered this off Amazon. Um, it's a little bit pricey, but I'll tell you what, I think it might be $30. But I will tell you, if you've ever had this, actually it's $22. And I'll show you what it is. And it'll be delivered in like 2 days. This is, can you see that right there? It's called, what the hell is it called? It's called the Outback Series Original Oil Roll-On, 50 milliliters, 1.69 fluid ounce, $21, $21.95, and you roll it on. There it is again, and you roll it on, and it's great. Jody just asked me, oh, who's in our driveway? Let me see who's in the driveway. Oh, the mailman delivering something. They put it at the garage door. Here, let's look. Let's look real quick. I'll show you. There you can see the mailman. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, there he's gone. But Becky said, oh, Jody referenced the DVDs, the Blu-rays. Not yet, because they're going to have to be made. I have to send them to a friend of mine over there to test them. And then if they work, then I'll start shipping them. But it's so expensive to ship them. I hate it. I hate how expensive it is to ship them. But anyway. And it's not, well, I'll tell you, one of those for $22 probably lasts me 3 months. It says put them on. You should apply it twice a day. I don't have to. I apply it once. Oops, somebody just ordered something. Well, thank you, Michelle. People just donate it. You guys are helping me out a lot here to get started on 13. Let me tell you something. Tiffany says my lawn always looks so good. It might, but it's just moss. It's I mean, it's grass, but it's not great. Let me check something here. Well, they're not done yet, so like you're in Jurassic Park. I might someday, Flashy. It's just Flashy asked if I've ever considered making YouTube shorts with clips from the Bad Bad movies. I might. We'll see. Somebody actually said we don't have Roku and we don't have Fire, but we can watch on YouTube and we can watch on Amazon. Well, it's not on Amazon. It might get on there. I'll see. And I'm not putting it on YouTube because if I put it on YouTube, I might as well just sell my house. Some male people here do drive their own vehicles, but not. Yeah, well, Colin, that's why I am accepting producers and associate producers and donations, which will get you in the credits. Associate producer, by the way, anybody here that was an associate producer on Bad Ben 12, Tracy, you're one of them. If you go look at the IMDb page right now, you're listed on the IMDb page for Bad Ben 12 as an associate producer. But the reason I'm doing that is, as much as I enjoyed putting the fans in the last film, it can interrupt the pace sometimes. So this one is just going to be kind of like back to 7 and before, where it's going to be pretty much all movie. And but this one I don't think was 11 was kind of long with the cemetery scene. So, but you can always fast forward through it too. So, and the producer, by the way, a full producer is not a donation, it's a loan. You get paid back on that. This film 12 wound up an hour and 49 minutes long. The credits were 13 minutes long. You guys donated, you kicked ass. Thank you so much. And here I am already. You know, the dust hasn't even settled. 12's been out 36 hours, 37 hours, 25 minutes since it's been released. And already I'm fundraising for 13. So, well, you know, Colin, the thing about the credits too, you say there was so many names in the credits. I would say a third of those people donated more than once. So it made it happen. And we first showed the film in Knoxville at Bride of Frankencon 2, and it was well received. And then you guys, and the comments have been going in. Let me tell you something. I had in Undead, the last 20 minutes of that film made it all worth it. And in 12, Alien Agenda, the alien birth scene was the most fun I've probably had in the series. Well, Miss Pinkerton, Tracy, you've already done so much. But if you decide, if you think about that and you decide you want to do it, let me know and we'll just apply what you just did for an associate producer to that. So you're not spending another $5,000. Defender satellite. Yeah, there was. You know what, Emma? I never ask anybody, hey, can I come to your HorrorCon? But I've never turned anybody down that asked me. 3 tongues, yes. So if they asked and it was worth it, and by worth it, seeing the fans would be worth it. But if they want to pay, Tracy, that wasn't a hint, by the way. I'm just saying, you've already, you know, given so much. But one of the things we bought that we got that we took with us to the HorrorCon, which was great, was a credit card processor, a Square credit card processor. Now, years ago, remember before iPhones went to that that new plug, and they had an audio plug. You used to be able to, and this was before credit cards had the chip in them. You used to be able to get a thing you plug in the end, you just swipe it. Well, now the Square are unbelievable. It's just a square, and a person with a credit or debit card can either stick it in there, or gingerly now, those of you that saw 12 know what I'm talking about, or you could just touch it like in a store and it immediately processes. And over half of our sales at a HorrorCon, at a FrankenCon, where we brought a ton of T-shirts and Blu-rays and stuff like that. Hi, Melody. Hope you're feeling good. They paid with a credit or a debit card. Trina just gave me a 10 out of a 10 rating on IMDb. Thank you, Trina. So yeah, any of you that were associate producer on the last film, on this film, 12, if you go to the IMDb page, you'll see that you're listed there. Our power has been out due to a guy ramming into the pole. Well, I'm streaming, so you must be using your phone if your power's out. Hi, Lori. Lori, thank you for your donation, by the way, towards 13. I saw it. By the way, Lori, that's something for those of you that didn't know this. Also, as you donate, if you're not an associate producer or a producer, and you just are donating, which gets us through, trust me, your name is going in the credits in the order you donated. So Lori, you were one of the top 5 or 10, so you'll be right up there at the top. It won't be alphabetical order. It'll just be the order of which the donations came in. So Melody, somebody else I met in here the other day told me they had twins, and I said, you got to meet Melody, because they said they're twins. They have to lock the doors sometimes to keep them from running outside, that the twins have locked them outside. And before, and they've had to come in through the garage. And I said, ugh, you need to talk to Melody. People, I apologize that I'm going to Fritos sponsor me, and you can get the Benites on your side. I apologize for eating in your ear. Let me look at something real quick. All right, in a few minutes, this Blu-ray burner I bought copies 5 Blu-rays at once. So here you go. Trina wants me. Trina, I will send you a whole case of these. Let me tell you something. Those Fritos with chili are good. I've had them. Ben, I guess, became a friend in 6. In 6, in 5, I wasn't as scared of him. I walked outside. He flew over. Jetta asked me, what the hell was that? And I said, good. Kitrin. Did I pronounce that right? Kitrin just got her Blu-rays yesterday. The rest of you are getting, there's only, I say there's 18 sets left, which is what I'm doing right now. And, we got them to go to the store, and that was in 6 or 7 or 8 or 9. 9. But in 5, I was less scared of them. In 6, when the Crescent Moon Clown was chasing me, I called for Ben, and Ben squealed and scared the shit out of him, and he turned into a little doll and fell to the front. And so that's about when he became my friend. I'm friends with the Jersey Devil. The cameos in Alien Agenda. Well, what was funny about that was, oh, by the way, a little trivia here. The Crescent Moon Clown carrying that guy over his shoulder when they got the ping that Tom Riley was doing Drop You Off Again. I was the Crescent Moon Clown, and that was Scott I was carrying over my shoulder. Thank God he ain't a fatty. But anyway, folks, listen, I can't believe I have 30 people in here, and I've been on for an hour. That's awesome. But I am going to hop off now because the Blu-ray's just finished. I got to put my next set in, and I'm going to thank you, Jennifer. I'm related to Devil. The mother-in-law. So I'm going to go trade these out, and I'll probably be back later today because I like my new setup. By the way, here for those of you that don't know, here is I got on my desk the monitor here, and that's that camera. Well, hang on. Let me put this for all of them. Fuck. Sorry. That is the close-up camera. And then over there, I've got the studio camera that kind of shows you the whole layout. And then there's the outside of the house there. And then just a little bad man. Kit. I'll call you Kit. See you, Tracy. Thanks again so much. But anyway, folks, I'm going to hop out of here now. And I'll probably be back later tonight. Thank you so much for all the kind words. Thank you for the donations. And you have a lovely day, all. See ya.